Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lindy Sherries. In this channel, we talk about making money online, owning our time, and also chasing our purpose. I post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sundays. In today's video, I'm going to talk about money goals. The first goal that we're going to start with is financial plan. So what is financial plan? Financial plan. A 5-year plan is a written document. You can handwrite it or put it in a Word document where you write down exactly what you want to achieve in a year or 5 years or even 10 years. So a 5-year plan is a great way to focus on your goals and really figure out how to get there. So it can include money, health, friends, family, career, travel plans. But then in this video, we're going to focus on finance plan. So a 5-year plan is going to help you to say yes to the things that will bring you closer to your goals and say no to the things that will keep you further from your goals. It's just a great way to track exactly where you're going and see how far you have come. So a financial plan can involve a whole lot of things, but then for us to be specific, we can use SMART goals so that we make sure that we cover all the angles and making sure that we don't leave anything outside. So number one, you can keep your goals specific and you can keep your goals measurable. Number three, you can keep your goals attainable. And you can keep your goals realistic and keep your goals timely, because if you don't put time and put dates, then you won't know when to achieve those plans. And to be realistic, let's be real, if you're only making 25,000 a year, it's probably not realistic for you to have a 25,000 emergency funds in 5 years. So you need to be realistic and attainable. This section is how actually achievable your goals are. For example, what new attitude, skills, etc. would you need in order to reach these goals? And to keep your goals measurable, make sure that you measure. You don't measure after 5 years. You measure throughout the process, throughout weekly. You can measure monthly, but just make sure that you measure your goals. And also, to be specific, you want to make sure that your goals in your financial plan are specific and easily defined. There shouldn't be any ambiguous to these goals. You want to make sure that if a 10-year-old were to read your goals, she would know what you are talking about. So just make sure that you are as specific as you can. The second goal is paying off your debts. So this is so important because it's pointless if you're going to accumulate money, but then you're not paying off what you owe, or the interest and the money that you need to pay. You're still servicing it and you're not closing those debts. So there are two methods you can do this. You can use two methods, and one of those methods is AVALANCHE and also snowball method. So you want to know what's the difference between these two. So paying off debts is not an easy task, but it will help bring financial freedom. There are two distinct methods to pay off your debt: the debt AVALANCHE method and the debt snowball method. While these methods both work, but then you need to select the one that will benefit you the most. So with debt AVALANCHE, it simply means paying off the debt that has the highest interest. And then with snowball, it simply means starting with the one that is small. So you can just check with your personality as well to see which one you will apply. For example, if you use snowball, then it simply means you'll get motivated, because closing a small one and then moving to the next one, it is also motivating. So just check which one is the right one. Yet the debt AVALANCHE can also help, because if you hit the one with the highest interest, you will obviously reduce the interest and start paying all other debts. So choose the one that is good for you. The third money goal is budget. This one can be a tricky one for most people. We don't really like sitting down and planning our budgets, but it can really help us a lot, because it gets to highlight all the things that we tend to overlook or we tend not to think about, yet it takes money. So before you can create any kind of budget or financial plan, you need to know what you are dealing with. How much money do you earn in a month? How much money do you get every paycheck if you are getting paid bi-weekly? Do you have one stable income, or do you earn money from various sources? So for example, if you have a side hustle. So in a notebook, you will list all these income and expenditures that you have. So you can have your fixed or variable monthly expenses on a separate page in your spreadsheet if you're going to use a spreadsheet. And then you can start listing and list everything in detail, all your variable expenses during the month, such as groceries, toiletries, gas, everything that is still considered necessary spend during the month, but fluctuate in price. Decide on a budgeting system. So now that you have a list and an idea of what you're dealing with, to plan, there are a number of options available that are beneficial for those who are just beginning their budgeting phase. So you can check what budgeting system you want to use. Some people use cash envelope. I have a friend who's using that, and budgeting system, cash envelope and budgeting system. A glass jar, it's another budgeting method. So choose the one that you are going to take and you will take it serious, and then you can start working on that. So listing and listing everything that you get involved in terms of your finances is important. How much money can you trust yourself with your debit card and sticking to the budget? Sometimes we all have to trick ourselves into breaking bad habits. So keep that in mind when you start creating a budget, because you do not want to set yourself up for an instant failure. And while budgeting, it is always a good idea to designate some of the monthly earning towards your savings. It can be difficult to get started, especially once you notice that you have a bit more money left with your new budgeting in place and unnecessary expenses cut. It might be difficult, but then you will get used to it the more you do it. You just need to be focused and make sure that you stick to the goal. By the time you check your account, you see that you did manage to plan and save for your future. So budgeting is very important for all of us. Just remember, Rome wasn't built in one day. So don't be too hard on yourself. Stay focused and dedicated, and admit to yourself when changes are necessary. It is okay to review, adjust, and modify if you see something is not well planned, because maybe when you started budgeting, that wasn't there, and now you want to adjust it more, as long as it is for your own benefit and you're not breaking away from your budget. Number 4, save for emergencies. And sometimes things happen. I mean, we're just looking at this year, 2020, everyone, we started the year well thinking we have everything under control, but all of a sudden there was COVID. And for some of people who lost their jobs and didn't have emergency funds, it could have been hard for them. So it's so important to have an emergency fund saved. So what is emergency fund? Emergency fund is money that you saved, and when you truly need it, and in an instant where maybe there's emergency, that money is available to help you. So something like the loss of job, illness, major repair to home or car. So those are needed. Those are instances where an emergency fund will be needed. So it's something that all of us, we need to save, and that saving needs to happen while we still have money, while we are working, because once we in that situation and there's no plan or there's no money to help us, then it simply means we're going to use our current income to service that problem. So it's important for us to all have that emergency fund. So you can plan and open maybe a separate savings account where you just put money every month, and that money is dedicated for your emergency fund. This is so important because you will never know what's going to happen tomorrow. We often hear the word investing being called all the time, but the context is generally associated with wealthy individuals. We are not billionaires, and we need to know how to invest with the little money that we have. The trouble is that most of us don't have the funds to spare for the type of investment discussed by the wealthy people. So it's time to change that. There are actually a lot of things we can do without having thousands to throw into the stock market. With a little education and discipline, we can all invest in our future, and it will make a big difference. So the type of investment that you can do, you can buy shares, buy a fraction of shares. I mean, you don't need to have a lot of money to buy a share. You can just go and check the shares that are available, and then you can start investing. And then there's also investment for retirement, like your mutual fund, your treasury, and you can invest as well in education, you can invest as well, build towards something that you want. You want to stop working at 65, you're going to need money. Do not wait. Money takes time to grow. So please take steps now to save money for the future. You do not want to be those grannies who do not have money and depend on their kids. And it's not nice, because now your kids have to now worry about you. So make sure that you look for different ways to start investing, and do go deep and check. You do not want to invest in something that will take your money and you won't have money. So make sure that you research, you ask the people who specializes in whatever you want to invest in, but just make sure that you start investing. Number 5, pick a side hustle. I cannot emphasize the importance of doing a side hustle, because then you get to earn extra income that you can use to even speed up your goals. I mean, your financial goals. So if you pick up any side hustle that you feel comfortable with, and try to make sure that it's not a side hustle that will take more of your money. Make sure that it's something that you can do without even going to anyway. Like I talk about online businesses on how to make passive incomes, all your affiliates. So you can check my YouTube channel and check what side hustle can you start that will give you money to speed up your financial freedom. So pick a side hustle that you are passionate about. I mean, I'm currently working on my blog. So you can, if you are a person who can work on blogs, you can do blogs. You can start a YouTube channel. You can work on affiliate marketing if you do not want the hassle of recording and editing. You can do any apps that can generate you money. So there's a lot out there. We just have to start looking for the one that you like, because I find it's much better if you're doing something that you like, because no one will push you, because it's something that you would like. You just instantly wake up in the morning because you're excited to do something that you like. So pick a hustle, pick a side hustle that will earn you money, and that money you can use it to pay off your debt. Who knows? There are people who are just doing this side hustle just to earn an extra income and ended up leaving their jobs for these side hustles, because those side hustles started making them double money. So just make sure that you pick something that you like. Number 6, automate your finances. It's so important to automate your finances, because we might plan and then sometimes you forget to pay something if you were to rely probably on your bank, on your brain. So make sure that you automate your finances. If you plan to pay a certain thing, make sure that you automate it. If you plan to save, make sure that you automate it. That way you don't need to worry about having to allocate monthly. So automating our finances will help us a lot. And the last one is invest in yourself. So it's so important to invest in yourself, not just education or physical or health-wise or even social and spiritual. Just make sure that you invest in yourself, because you only have one body. If you don't take care of it, then chances are you will make all these financial plans. You will become financially free, and then you won't be able to spend that money because you're now suffering, whether health-wise. So make sure you invest in yourself. Read the right books that will take you to wherever you want to go. So it's so important for us to keep growing, and not just grow, keep growing and applying. So I always say knowledge is power, but then knowledge that is not applied is not power. So keep learning while you apply all the knowledge that you have. Remember to take care of yourself, because you only have one body. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you found value in this video. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you can be notified as and when I share a new video. I share good content and well-researched content, and I hope you have a lovely day.